Hey everyone, welcome back to the Circle Club. I'm Tyrone here with Corey of What's Next. Today we're talking about episode 2 of Moonlight, the 6 key takeaways from episode 2, Summon the Suit. To start off, we got the Egyptian gods are using humans or avatars as hosts to execute their larger plans, which provides them with supernatural powers, but also gives them the ability to take on new hosts. So that might be something we'll see in some of the future coming episodes.
Number 2, Mark Spector's Moonlight suit is different than Steven's. Mark gets caught off guard when the suit looks completely different. It shows us that these suits have supernatural abilities on their own. Reminds you a lot of Doctor Strange and his cape that's alive and the intricacies of Iron Man's suit when it all comes together at the same time.
Yeah, it really reminded me of like in some of the earlier Iron Man where we'd see him walk onto the platform and it starts coming together. It's pretty cool. Number 3, Mark and Steven owe their life to Contra, but we don't know what it is. Yeah, this is like kind of an interesting thing going on because we don't quite know why they owe their life to it, but you can sense the fear and the urgency. And Mark clearly is being very secretive. He's not talking to his love interest, Layla. He's hiding her. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes to next.
Number 4, speaking of Mark's love interest, Layla, we finally get to see who she is, and she pops back in and gives us a really good understanding of what their situation is. As his wife, as his former adventurer partner that they used to go on, trying to find that scarab specifically, it's a very new dynamic here, especially when you add in the fact that she's Khonshu's potential next avatar suitor.
Which actually brings us to point number 5. We learned that Mark is the true host. Mark has been manipulating Steven to make him think he's just a normal person with sleeping disorder. What we find out in this episode is that Mark is in charge and Steven and maybe some of these other aliases are not. And what's interesting too is with DID, usually DID is triggered by a trauma or something that's happened in your past. I think we're going to find that out in some of these later episodes, why Mark is doing this, why he has these other aliases. Right now we know it's because he's trying to protect Layla, his lover, but I think there's something deeper there that'll get pointed to later in this season.
Yeah, not to mention that Mark kind of admits he's losing control here now that Khonshu is really their god avatar and the avatar for him, that the person who's really in control of that body is the one who gets a lot more control, and it takes a lot of effort for them to try to get control back, right? So seeing this dynamic on how Mark and Steven adjust to who's in control will be interesting, which really brings us to point number 6. Mark has one final deed that he has to get done with Khonshu to let himself go, right? And he hopes that he gets out as his avatar, while at the same time, like we mentioned, he's kind of having this blackmail over him with his wife that Khonshu wants as the next avatar. And it goes right into Arthur's point that he made, saying it's always one more mission. So what is going to happen here?
And you know what's funny about this whole series is I'm seeing a lot of parallels happen, and it kind of makes me think about Nick Fury. Like with Nick Fury, you always think, all right, I'm done, I'm out, no more Avengers, and Nick Fury always pulls you back in. But all right, guys, that is our 6 key takeaways from episode 2. Let us know in the comments below what you thought. What did we miss that you felt was important? Make sure you check out our review over on What's Next with Corey. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time, and we'll see you in the next video.